So, hey, what's up guys? Welcome to Lugang. We are with our friends today and we're going to do some pretty cool stuff. First we're going to go to a temple that is one of the Buddhist goddesses, and then we're going to go to a Matsu temple, which is one of the main religions in Taiwan. And then we're going to go and meet our friend's house and have a traditional food there and visit their like 200-year-old family's house. And then we're going to maybe, if we have time, see a sunset at the lighthouse. Alright guys, check us out what happens next. So guys, in Lugang there are 60 temples. This is a sort of temple, but it was a school 200 years ago. And about 200 years ago, the king at the time, Lugang or something like that, not Lugang, not King Lugang, but the temple, it kind of looks like a temple, but it's actually a school, and in the middle they had a temple to praise the teacher and all that stuff. And so you would go to this school so you could become a government official. And basically they sit in rows in the classrooms, and we can't go in because it's under construction right now into the classrooms, but you sit in rows in the classrooms, and then you would read manuscripts or manuscripts of like what's how to be a government official, all that stuff. And then you would, the only time you would talk to the teacher is if you had a question, and then sometimes even when you had a question the teacher would kind of ignore you. But it's still pretty cool. Our friend, he works in the University of Illinois, and he's a professor there, and he's telling us all the cool history facts, and he's a professor of religions. So guys, definitely something to check out in Taiwan. Tell you some more history about Lugang here. It's very historical, it's a very old place, and there's a lot of cool stuff. Alright guys, bye. So hey guys, we're at one of the other temples, and this is the temple for the king of the underworld. He rules the underworld, and so he's the one who opens the doors. This is not him, but he's the guy who opens the doors for the dead to come in. And so whenever the Taiwanese or Chinese are having someone that passed away, they pray to this god, and he gives them safe passage to the underworld. And so a cool little fact to know that I just learned about is you never go through the center door. See, there's 3 doors. You always go into the right door and you exit either the center door or the left door, and sometimes the left door is not open and no one can ever get through. So it's pretty cool. The temples here are very intricate with paintings, and this is actually really cool because it's an older temple. Imagine this temple is maybe like a 100 years old, maybe, or less or more, I don't know. But it's pretty cool how this is still here after such a long time, and it shows the craftsmanship of the woodworking and the painting. And yeah guys, so check out what's next. Another cool thing is they preserve even the trees here. This tree, as you can see, is 262 years old, and it might even be as old as some of the temples that are in Taiwan right now. So definitely some cool stuff to check out. That the just richness of history here in Taiwan and in China. So guys, Something I just learned, really cool fact, is the place we are at currently right now is the Taoist temple, right? And the Taoist temple is a tier 1, which is 300, I mean it's very old, and they're trying to keep it restored. And right now they're currently restoring it, and they've been restoring it for the past 3 years because of the big earthquake Taiwan had like 3 years ago. And basically you can tell that the stuff is really old if you get really close, because the paint is coming off of it. But then you can tell the remodeled stuff because the paint is new on it. So they put the old roof back on, but they put the new wood planks because most of them were destroyed. The only thing that was left from this temple was the main temple right here and a little bit of this, and it's really cool. So definitely something to check out when you come to Taiwan, is some of the history of Taiwan. And Taiwan's not very old. It's old, but not like as old as mainland China, or yeah, just mainland China. And it's really cool to check out, guys. Alright guys. So guys, I'm in the temple, and I don't know if it's like a bad thing to record in the temple, but I just want to tell you it's really important to know the history of other religions and to be accepting of other religions. Even if you are a Christian or you're a Buddhist or whatever religion you are, it's good to be accepting of all other religions and don't judge them because they don't believe the same thing you believe. But so this is Taoism temple. It's actually a tier 1 temple, so that means it is really old, and like this is 350-year-old temple. This god or goddess right here is the goddess of fertility. This goddess over here is a goddess for Taoism, and so Buddhists or Taoists, they're close, but they're not the same. Taoists and Buddhists, everyone can become. Buddha means enlightened. Enlightened one, enlightened. And so she is Bodhisattva, which is an enlightened one, not Buddha himself. They like to continue saying Buddha is Buddha, but Bodhisattva is a person who has become enlightened. She became enlightened. And so Taoism is about monks. Each monk who has become enlightened, and these are all the monks, but these are monks that have become enlightened to an extent, I guess. And you can tell each one looks a little bit different, and that's just Buddhism. And well, this is Taoism, but that's just Taoism. They believe in the monks become enlightened, fertility. But Buddhist and Taoism are pretty close together. They're not the same, but they're pretty close together. Alright guys, thank you for watching.